everybody, welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. You join me with Miss Molly, who's the only pet that didn't make it into yesterday's vlog. Oh, I'm sorry, because this was very much her territory and terrain down here, and I never got to this room yesterday. So I'm still not quite finished with this room, but I've definitely managed to make the bed a little bit more festive and make myself very warm in doing so. All I've done this morning, everyone, I had a bit of a late start, a bit of a lie-in, because I went to bed really late last night. I just stayed up for too long scrolling, death scrolling, doom scrolling, whatever you call it on your phone, so don't recommend that. But yeah, I went to bed far too late last night, got up too late this morning. All I've done is have a shower and a coffee and Wick! Ah! I'm just gonna hold the camera for a sec because there's a hyperactive kitten on the loose having zoomies somewhere in the room. I think he's under the bed now, so I think it's a bit safer. He's got a bit camera obsessed. He actually hooked it down in the night and it was sprawled on the floor with what I thought was a broken screen, but thank God it was just open and at a funny angle, so that would have been a great start to the second day of Vlogmas, wouldn't it really? So yeah, and he was using the battery from the camera as a hockey puck because somehow he managed to hook it out of the charger. Kitten life. All right, Wick. Jeez. Anyway, I've lost track completely of what I was saying. Oh, all I've done this morning is have a shower, which is why my hair is slightly damp and my skin is red, and I've made it worse now by making myself warm in a big jumper, so I need to delayer a little bit. I'm gonna make myself some probably lunch now because it's getting close to lunchtime, and then in about an hour and a half, maybe a little longer actually, I'm leaving for a gig. I would say my first Christmas gig, but actually Christmas started on the 20th of November in terms of gigs and performances, so I'm well and truly into festive gigs at this stage, but this is my first December booking, so it's going to be full festivity and I have to get myself a little bit more glam for that. But I'm not too sure if I'll be able to film anything. I should be. It's a venue that we're pretty friendly with, so I'm hoping I can get somebody to take some footage. If not, I'll try and get at least some audio footage from behind the speaker or something like that. Anyway, it might be a little bit of a bitty broken day. I just wanted to get started in here, and then actually later on, either myself or possibly my dad, who's kindly offered to help me out, I or him are going to collect some pillowcases that I've bought for in here that have like kind of a Christmassy holly print that has sort of the similar colours to this blanket, so I thought it might kind of tie the bed in together. So at the moment I've only got 2 pillowcases on because I'm anticipating having them by the end of the day. Anyway, that was a lot of chatter. Sorry for the flying camera and the hyperactive kitten that's still charging around somewhere. I will finish Christmassifying this room later. Yes, that is a word. It's a technical term that I just created if it's not an existing one. And I'm going to make some food. There's the not so hyperactive culprit now. Yeah, that's it. Look all innocent on camera. He's wearing a bow tie that's too big for him, and it's a little bit triggering for me because this was my last cat Leo's bow tie, and Wick found it in the Christmas box and hooked it out and started playing with it, so I put it on him and he's been wearing it ever since, and it looks really, really precious, but it's so big. Oh, we have naughty cats on the loose today. Everybody's prowling each other. Myrtle. My God. I'm very worried. I know. They're okay though, baby. They're okay. They'll sort it out between them. Everybody's in a frenzy, aren't they? Oh my gosh, Luna, I forgot I have something for you. Do you want a present? You don't? You do. You want a present? Yeah. I bought this for the cats, but Luna has been eyeing it for days. Would you like this to be your blanket? Okay, hang on. Let me take this off. She's so excited. Go on then, you take it. Pull. That's yours now. Oh my goodness, happy girl. Have you got a blanket? Good girl, Luna. You're so welcome. You're welcome, darling.
Cross the roundabout. First exit.
I haven't picked up the camera for quite a while because I left myself a bit short on time to get ready, so I didn't film getting ready, but I did obviously get ready for my gig. I'm with PJ now. We have a gig today at a care home in Rochester. We've just arrived and it's absolutely pouring with rain, which I'm sure you can hear. It was not pouring with rain on the way down here. It was lovely blue skies. So we're a bit early, so we're riding it out in the car for a minute in hopes that we don't get too soggy. We love a rainy December in my fur trimmed jacket. That was not a smart decision. Loving the backdrop. That's new, I like that. Look at my pretty twinkle lights. This is why I love December, because you arrive home and it's all sparkly. Coming, Luna! Hi, Luna! Hi, darling! In we go! Good girl! Hello, sweetheart! Hi! Have you been a good dog? Yeah? A good dog? I love you. I missed you. I missed you. I did. Well, Mr. Wick, this bed didn't stay neat for very long, did it? Hmm? My cheek's gone all red from Luna's kisses. It was a nice greeting though. That was really nice. I am home now, obviously, from my gig. It was an early finish, but it's 4:30 now by the time I've made it home, obviously, and it is already dark, so I'm in for the night, I think, and I do have a little bit of work to help my dad with today, because I do help him do some paperwork for his company sometimes, but he hasn't arrived yet. So I'm gonna, sorry, straightening the bed cover because it's annoying me. I'm gonna focus on making this room a little bit more festive, because I started obviously earlier with the bed and didn't make much progress. So I'm gonna change because I'm still in my dress, obviously, and yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I might also get a snack, I don't know. You're just gonna have to put up with me having a bit of a red face at the moment, everybody. My skin is so sensitive recently and I don't know what it is exactly, but yeah, it'll go down at some point, but for now it just kind of looks like I got punched in the cheek. I just got licked by a Labrador. It's all good. My skin is so sensitive. I was gonna get changed and then I just thought, why not just be cozy and put on my Christmas pajamas early, because it's cold and I just wanted to be all snuggly warm. While I was out, I got a couple of deliveries, so I'm just gonna, I've opened a couple because I didn't think about opening them on camera, to be honest. This one is boring though. This is just, oh no, that one's good actually. Where's my boring one? Don't even know. There. Ha ha ha. This is the biggest box in the world. I hate when they do this. The biggest box in the world for a concealer. Literally just for a concealer. So this is kind of not boring, but an essential purchase. Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. I was holding it the wrong way. There we go. And I've run out. So for all the gigs I've got lined up, I felt like I needed to, and honestly I'm so self-sabotaging for Christmas gigs because I want to do them and they're so festive and they're so fun, but they're also vocally quite damaging if you don't take care of your voice, which I try to, but sometimes it's just the amount that you're singing is hard to control. Anyway, but on the way home I booked us another gig because I'm crazy, which takes us up to 21 in December, which is I think the busiest Christmas we've ever had, which is amazing. I'm certainly not complaining, but I am a little daunted, I just have to say. So yeah, I'm glad I bought some more concealer because I'm going to run out by the end of December at this rate. By the way, if you are a new subscriber, hello. I've just seen that I have got a couple of new subscribers after day 1 of Vlogmas, so welcome. And if this is making no sense to you, I am a jazz singer by profession, a professional jazz singer, and PJ, who I was with before, what's that going off about? just remind me to email PJ some promo, which I will do in a minute. But yeah, I am a jazz singer and I also teach musical theatre on Saturday mornings to a theatre group. So I'm a professional singer, that's all I do. So vocal care is a big thing for me. There will be a lot of gigs happening over December. I will film as much of them whenever possible, but sometimes it's just impossible. So that's just something I'm going to negotiate through Vlogmas as last year. Why was I talking about that? Oh, no reason really. I was just explaining myself to anyone who's new. So hello, if you are new. Back to opening things. So this one is actually a little something I bought for Wick, but I'm going to keep it for a bit closer to Christmas. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's a tiny velvet bow tie. It was not the cheapest, but not the most expensive either. And the bow tie velcros off, so I can put the bow on him for other occasions as well. It's from a company I found on Etsy that I can't see the name of on here for some reason. I will put it on the screen now. Something in Ralph, I think. I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, so I'm going to keep that for him for slightly closer to Christmas. So on to the next thing. Oh, this one's a book. I bought this for my mum actually, but not as a gift. But if it's what I'm thinking it is. Yes, it is. So I bought this book for my mum to read. It's called Winter's Wishful. And this, if anyone is into reading, this is the most festive, magical book I've ever read. And I actually listened to this last Vlogmas as an audiobook, and I just wasn't sure about it. It reads, the back reads like it's just your typical Christmas rom-com, but it was actually just so magical. So I really highly recommend this book. I don't want to spoil too much and I never know quite how to describe it properly. It's a really difficult one to get a description out for, and I actually don't think they've done the best job of that on the back of the book, but it does kind of give a glimpse of how mysterious and magical it is. So I highly recommend this as a winter/Christmas read if you are looking for a Christmas read. And then my last package is a big festive Christmas red one that arrived yesterday and I forgot about. And I'm so proud of myself because, you know, I showed Wick earlier having rumpled up this blanket on my bed. Well, this is a blanket that I bought with this potential situation in mind, and it has holly on and it's a bit fluffy, and Wick is not a cuddler, so at night he sleeps on the end of the bed, and I thought he might just like to snuggle on this, so I'm hoping that'll mean he leaves my nice blanket alone. I know, wishful thinking, we'll see how that goes, but yeah, basically I'm just going to put this on the end of the bed for him at night. There we go. Hopefully that's inviting for him. The main thing I want to do to make it really festive down here is put up some Christmas lights in my room, because before I moved I had permanent Christmas lights up in my room just to make it twinkly and cozy, and I've just never got that far after moving here. So I have hooks, like clear command strip hooks that shouldn't damage the walls, that I've already put up because I thought I would do it before December started down here, but I just never got as far as actually hanging the lights. So that's what I'm going to do now. Lots of lights. Annoyingly have to start them in this corner, which is a bit random because this is the only plug socket I have available, but never mind. Oh no! There's not enough! I don't understand. Oh, I can't live with that. I might have to reassess. Okay, I had a reshuffle of lights, and unfortunately I can't make them go around this archway, so I decided to start them either side of the archway instead. So we just got a little bit of twinkle going on up there. Pretty. Oh yeah, much cozier when it's dark. Things got serious there. My hair had to go up, I got really warm, but it's not so bad now. I just got a bit hot above my actual lights while I was hanging the lights, and then I just stayed hot. Anyway, let me show you some things I put up, because some of it I forgot to move the camera around as I was doing, so let me show you. Let's start with the bed. I actually switched up the cushions that I had. So this one says warmest wishes, and it's like a canvas kind of burnt orange pillowcase from H&M. Over here I've got my little Christmas tree. Over here is Grinch corner, because there is no lights or Christmas cheer or anything, so we're just not going to talk about that. Up here is my little Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night sign. I didn't think it was going to fit around the light, but it does, so yay. And then around the bed, past the sleeping kitten and the cats, I switched out, I think I filmed this actually, but never mind. I switched out my pictures to make them a little bit more festive. This one's my favourite. Merry Christmas, because I'm Canadian. My friend Alice painted this one. She has a little company called Alice Waters Art. Got some nutcrackers up there. Not as many as usual, because I just genuinely didn't know where to put them. I have my tall, armless nutcracker over here, poor guy. Still need to secure his feet, but I didn't do that. Completely forgot that the same friend, Alice actually, made me this gingerbread recipe and decorated it. That's all her artwork around the edge last year as a Christmas present, and I'm so gonna make cookies. I'm so chuffed. Got a holiday cheer candle. Got some leftover wax melts from a company called Miss Soy, and they smell amazing last year. Very, very festive. Over here I have a little gingerbread spice oil, which I'm gonna chuck everywhere in a minute. And on the back of my ensuite door, as you saw, I hung a little Christmas hat and some of my scarves. The bathroom is not festive, so we're not going in there. Just switch the main lights back on so that I can show you the pillowcases that I got. So they are, it says they're called foliage print, but I think it said holly online. They're not quite a holly, but they are like berries and foliage, and they're red and green, and they match the colours I've got on my bed. So my dad very kindly picked this up for me today. I ordered these online last night and they said they'd be ready today, but not, they weren't available to collect at my local Argos. So he kindly said he would pick them up while he was out at work today, and I'm gonna put them on. This is what they look like. How cute is that? I'm really picky about my duvet covers and pillowcases and stuff, so I was really chuffed when I spotted these. Ta-da! See, here's the dilemma now. I switched out this cushion for the red and white ones I put this morning because this colour is in the throw, but actually now I don't know if it doesn't look quite right with the new pillowcases. I'm gonna live with it for a day and see how I like it. What a perfect little gentleman sitting on your new blanket. Do you like it, Wick? This bow tie's too big for you, darling. I'm glad you like it though. Okay, I feel a lot better about this room now. It's so cozy. I can't wait to come and read a book in here tonight. Oh, I didn't show you those. It's the only thing I didn't show you, I think, my bedside table, and I just put, well, this is the book that I never finished in autumn, Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, so I need to finish that first, but this is here to remind me to give it to my mum, And then these are a couple of kind of wintry themed books that I want to try and read this season. Oh, and my Nutcracker, he's my really traditional one and I love him. And this is handmade. I think it's made out of concrete actually, and I got it from a Christmas fair. Can't remember who made it though, sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm finally done with this room, so I'm gonna make myself some food, possibly just have some leftover chili actually, because I had chili last night, and I think I'm gonna watch Home Alone 2 tonight, because you've got to complete the set obviously. Got a cozy fire going. Oh, it's so warm. So I've definitely wound down for the night. I've been sitting up here watching Home Alone 2 and feeling really cozy by the fire while I do my edit for this vlog. It's not going very well because I keep getting distracted by the movie. So I'm gonna wind the vlog down now and say goodbye. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, all that jazz, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye!